DAngelo, you had mentioned being eager to see what it looked like once LeBron got back and just where you would be and which actions on and off the ball, and just wondered what your impressions were of this first game when you had the full squad out there, plus having your former Timberwolves teammates in the starting lineup with you.
Minnesota Timberwolves right there. It was fun, honestly. I just kept saying it to the guys. Just having that much fun playing basketball is always a beautiful feeling. And obviously when LeBron and AD are going like that, it's easy to follow those guys. So, I mean, I can only imagine what the future looks like.
I saw you had several different interactions with the crowd, getting people going. Last time you played here, 2017, it's been a while. Talked about you're a man now.
Yeah.
All right. What was that like, though? What was that experience like?
Just embracing it, embracing all the emotions that, may go into it for myself, for any fans of me out there that's, happy to have me back, just embracing it.
DAngelo, without trying to look too far ahead, but you guys got this win, you get a break. What's going to be the big-time goal going forward after the break is over for you guys?
Just make a push, one game at a time. I mentioned it earlier, y'all going to ask us after every game what our percentages and chances, respectfully, but just one game at a time, lock it into what we can do, what we can control, and our group, our locker room, things like that. Muting all the noise outside of it, just focusing on that. I think that's going to be our main focus.
Hey, DAngelo, good to see you. It's only one game, but what makes playing with LeBron and AD unique compared to all the other great players you play with at your different styles?
It's just easy. I think it's just easy. Those guys, they try to play the right way, majority of the time. So when your two best players are willing passers and selfless out there and try to screen away and they play basketball out there. So for me, I've always wanted to be in that position. If I make a cut, maybe I might get the ball. But I'm usually the guy making that pass to the open guys. So to have LeBron out there knowing that he's capable of doing it, it's almost like another point guard out there as well. And then I always say this, AD has it's so much gravity when he's on the floor, and the defense, tries to stay attached to him, and you find yourself walking to the rim. So just utilizing how I can play with and without those guys is going to be the main focus for me. And trying to get other guys going as well is my focus too. Those guys have the ball a lot of the time, so whenever we get another group in there and I'm in there with that group trying to get those guys going too, just making us that much hard to guard.
DAngelo, there was a clip that the team social put out of you hit that pull-up three late in the third, and then you kind of walk back toward the crowd, and you're like I never left.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, they got that.
Yeah,
so,
what
what were you kind of sensing in that in that moment of just the emotion and kind of clicking with the crowd?
Just embracing all those emotions. Not being nervous, not being anxious, not being any of that. Just kind of embracing it with my own persona, and I love those moments. I play for the fans that are fans of me. I always appreciate them, and when I have an opportunity to embrace it and go out my way and do something like that, I always think of the fans when I'm doing that, for sure.
Last question, Dave.
Dilo, when we spoke to you in Portland, you acknowledged things are very early on, only 2 games, but you said offense not so smooth at that point. Tonight with 30-plus assists as a team, you jumped out to an early lead. The offense seemed to carry you guys energy-wise throughout the night. How do you think you were able to get into that flow rather quickly post-Portland?
I mean, we had Bron tonight, so when you don't have somebody like that, he's averaging 30 points. You got to make up for it somewhere else, and to have a group out there in Portland that never really played with each other. You're asking so much for all these other guys to kind of step up, including myself, and replace a guy like LeBron James is pretty tough. So tonight we had him, and we seen it a little more fluid. Everybody pitched in, everybody played a major part in keeping the league, maintaining it, getting the league, getting stops, getting consecutive stops. Everybody played a part. So I like what we showcased tonight. Cool. Yep. Thank you guys.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.